Hey there, friends of Faith Before Fitness. Today I'm going to show you one piece of equipment that you should get for your home gym if you want to up your game. For a little less than $100, you can buy yourself a barbell, and there is so much variety of exercise that you can do with this one barbell. So that's what we're going to do today, and I will keep it with exercises that are for corrective exercise, things that you could do with a barbell. But first we're going to read the story that I have always related to, and it keeps coming up on the radio, keeps coming up in sermons, it came up on my devotional this morning. So I thought, we're gonna read the story of Zacchaeus today. Now I relate with Zacchaeus because if you know the song, Zacchaeus was a wee little man. And I'm a wee little woman, so I understand what it's like to be short. So it says, this is from Luke 19. Jesus entered Jericho and was passing through. A man was there by the name of Zacchaeus. He was a chief tax collector and was wealthy. Little side note, people really hated tax collectors in those days. And being that he was a chief tax collector, this man was really hated by everybody. He wanted to see who Jesus was, but being a short man, he could not because of the crowd. So he ran ahead and climbed a sycamore tree to see him, since Jesus was coming that way. When Jesus reached the spot, he looked up and said to him, "Zacchaeus, come down immediately. I must stay at your house today." So he came down at once and welcomed him gladly. All the people saw this and began to mutter, "He has gone to the guest of a sinner." But Zacchaeus stood up and said to the Lord, "Look, Lord, here and now I give half of my possessions to the poor, and if I have cheated anybody out of anything, I will pay back 4 times that amount." Jesus said to him, "Today salvation has come to this house, because this man too is a son of Abraham. For the Son of Man came to seek and to save what was lost." Now there are many aspects of this one passage that can be turned into many sermons. So I just want to focus on that salvation part. Salvation came to the man who was a sinner, and that is the salvation that's given to all of us that when we accept it. Zacchaeus chose to accept that salvation, and because of it, Jesus came into his home and welcomed other sinners in and talked to them all and changed their lives while he was there, just like he changed Zacchaeus' life. So that's one of the sermons that can be preached throughout that, and there's so many others. But now we're going to move on to our landmine exercise with this one barbell that has so many uses. Just like that one passage can have so many sermons, this one barbell, if you don't know what a barbell is, this is a barbell. This one barbell has so many purposes. Now we're going to start with a push, because that's most of the time where I start on my workout. So this is going to be a one-arm push. So this one, if this one's way too difficult and this is too heavy for you or too awkward, you can just do a push-up, or if you have dumbbells, just stick with a dumbbell chest press until you're able to do this one. So this one, you have to get your body situated properly underneath the bar so that you're mimicking a bench press, but you're only doing one arm. So one arm at a time is going to help work your stability, your core, your obliques, and it's just much more difficult. So if you're not at the point that you're able to press this barbell, you can help somewhat, like spot your own self with your own hand like this, or like I said, do your your dumbbells or your push-up. All right, So this is my left hand. So this is a little bit more than, I'm almost at my limit. So I have to give myself a little spot, and I'm just gonna go to 8 on this. When I work out for strength and muscle building, speaking of Zacchaeus being a wee little man, I work out for hypertrophy and muscle building. So I normally do in the rep range of 8 to 10. And those of you with osteoporosis or arthritis, that's a good rep range for you as well. So this is a little heavier, so I'm only gonna go to the 8 on that side. So now I'm gonna come around to the other side. Now the hardest part is getting situated, finding where your elbow is in the right place and pressing from there. Now this is my right hand, so I'm a little stronger over here. So I'm gonna count this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. All right, hooray. We're moving on to my stronger muscle, my back muscles. So with the landmine, I love what you can do for back muscles with the barbell. So you can do a regular bent over row. So what I like and what I found my clients like about doing a bent over row with the barbell is that it puts you in a position where it's forcing you into your hinge, which is the most important part of that row. So you're going to start with that hinge and then row the bar up to your chest. 2, 3. Now I have stronger back muscles than I do have chest muscles, so I'm going to add a plate. So this is how you would load your barbell. Oh, and I didn't quite explain how the barbell's staying in place. You don't need to have a rack to use a barbell in your home. So this rack, this was a really good deal on Amazon. It's the Cap Power Rack. It was only $100 here. And then I got the barbell with the plates. It was on a really good sale at Dick's, and I don't remember how much it was. But you can get a barbell. I just looked on Amazon. They're close to the $100 range. Some of them are $89 up to $100. So I put mine in the corner of my rack, but you don't have to do that. You can just put it in the corner of your wall. So you can just put it like right here, right in the corner, and you can put a towel or something if you don't want it to scrape up your wall. All right, so back to the row. So now I'm going to use a plate so that I can get some more weight on here, and I'm going to row like this. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You also can do a one-arm row and do that like this. To the other side. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so those are 2 different rows. that you can do. Now we're going to do a press. So you can do a one-arm press. So you can stagger or stand with your feet parallel. And we'll take it down and up. So I'm going to stagger and press like this. So this is your shoulder press. Hopefully you're able to see me. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. We'll go to 12 on that one. All right, this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. All right, the next one is going to be a rotation. So this is a fun piece of equipment to use for rotation because you could do it, again, it forces you to go into that hinge like there. So you're gonna start here, bring it up, and bring it down. Take it up and down. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. All right. We're going to go into a squat now. When you're new to this, you probably won't need to be adding any weight at all. I'll show you both ways actually. Because if you're going to start with a barbell, you might not have plates, and you don't need plates. So this is another thing that I like, is that when you're using this bar for your squat, it will help you sit into your squat and come back up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right. And then our next one is going to be a hinge. So again, I like this for my clients that have a hard time hinging. This will help you do a deadlift better because it forces you into that hinge. You just have to make sure that you're holding that bar close enough to you. So you're going to push your hips back, feel that stretch in your hamstrings, and then stand up and squeeze your glutes, activating your core. So this is a good way to practice getting your deadlift, a proper deadlift down. And then I definitely could add plates here. So you might not want to add any plates at first, but then if you have plates or you want to try this out at the gym and they have a variety of plates for you, then that's where you put your plate, just right on the edge there. And then that's how you do more weight for your deadlift. All right, and then there's a variety of lunges that we can do. So, split squats are another exercise that my clients have trouble with. So I like this because it helps you have something to keep you stable. So you can just do your split squat holding this to the side. All right, and then take it to the other side. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's also good for curtsy lunges. So you can do your curtsy lunges like this. And then the last one, you may or may not want to do. It's more of a difficult move, but it's something that you can challenge yourself to do. Acrostic squat, which you can do with or without the landmine. So acrostic squat is going to be to bring yourself from one side to the other. I just watched Spider-Man yesterday for the first time, so this is basically how Spider-Man always does his pose. Spider-Man poses in the acrostic squat. All right, so if you're all right to do that, then you can do your acrostic squat with the landmine. But you want to get yourself situated on here, finding the good spot. All right. I don't love this movement. 11 and 12. All right. So there's a variety of barbell movements you can start with, and you can progress from there. More weight, there's more moves. So less than $100, you can do all kinds of exercises at home. And with the cost of dumbbells right now, it's very hard to build up your dumbbell library, I know. So I will see you tomorrow for another workout, And another scripture